Taking your right hand on the outside of the right thigh, gently begin to twist as you reach the left arm up and over the head, looking underneath that left armpit. Start to rotate the wrist. With a sweeping motion, lift back to center. Bring that left arm across your chest. Bend your right elbow. Wiggle your fingers. And let's repeat this on the other side. So the left arm comes to the outside of the right thigh. The right arm reaches up. Rotate the spine as you twist. And look back over the right shoulder. Move the wrist. One direction, opposite direction. Inhale, rise back up. Extend that right arm out across your chest. Stretch. Wiggle your fingers. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart. Elbows pointing out to the side, thumbs at the sternum. Setting an intention for your practice this morning. Let us come over onto our hands and knees in a tabletop position. Begin to move the belly downward, coming into cow. Lifting the gaze, stretching the front of the throat. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Gently sit back towards your heels. Allow the palms to reach out toward the top of the mat. Rotating the wrists, bring your palms together, elbows are grounded, and then bend your elbows. Thumbs pointing toward the back of your neck. Feel the belly and chest rising and falling. Bring your palms back down. Begin to lift back to tabletop. Turn your fingers toward you, stretching out the fronts of the arms, those forearms, and gently sit back towards your heels, really stretching out the wrists and forearms. And then rotate the wrists so the fingertips are once again pointing forward. You may want to do a few wrist rotations. All right, tucking the toes now, gently moving the hips back toward the heels. Taking your first downward facing dog, pedaling your heels right and left. And then drawing the heels up, shifting the body weight forward, keeping your core strong. As you press the heels out behind you, the knees can come down at any time. Lower your chest slowly. Roll your shoulders forward as you peel up to cobra or upward facing dog. Hold it. Exhale to either child's or return to downward facing dog. Pedal your heels. We're going to repeat that again. Lift the heels on an in-breath. Gently move the chest forward as the hips drop in line with the shoulders. Press back through your heels. Lower down to chaturanga. In-breath to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Sweeping your right leg toward the sky. Bend your right knee. Circle the foot around from the ankle. Looking back at the left toes. And then leveling the hips. Bring the right foot between your hands. Gently lower the left knee. Your left toes remain tucked. The right knee and ankle remain aligned. Rise to crescent. Relax the shoulders. And then bring your palms down. Keep your left palm or right palm down. Sweep your left arm back. Look back at your left thumb. Your choice here. You can bend the right knee. Reach for the top of the foot. Keep the foot flexed as you gently draw the heel back toward you. Release if you're holding and bring it back around. Continue to keep the right foot on the ground as you shift your hips back. Slide your left heel forward. Walk your hands back just a bit for half split. Now you can keep the arms straight or bend your elbows. Melt your chest forward over that thigh. Breathe in, lift up. Slide that left foot in. Lift your right knee. Move the hands back up so they're framing the left foot. Lift your hips high. Step your left foot in just a bit and come into pyramid pose. So if you cannot get down this far, go ahead and bring your hands either above your knee, to your shin, or to a few blocks. Keeping that left foot forward, lift the chest away from the thigh. Now you're going to keep your left hand down. Right hand is going to come to the waist right above the right hip. Rotate the chest and shoulder and reach up for triangle. Reach that right arm over the head as you revolve around. Place your right hand down, level the hips, and then bring your left hand to your hip. Rotate in the opposite direction. Keep both feet grounded as you come into a revolved triangle. Reach over your head, sweep it back around. Very nice. Fold once again. Breath in, lift the chest away from the thigh. Lift that back heel and step back to down dog. Now either stay in down dog or lift your heels, shift your weight forward. Come down to chaturanga, in breath cobra or up dog. Exhale, either child's or take it directly to down dog. Now sweep your left leg up, bend your knee, rotate your foot in a circle. Rotate the other way. Level the hips, look forward, and bring that foot right between the hands. Bring the knee down, reach up for crescent, Anjanasana. Keep breathing. On an exhale, left hand is going to come down, right arm is going to reach back, you're going to rotate and look over your right shoulder. You may bend your left knee, maybe reach for the top of the foot. Continue drawing the heel toward you. Release, come back around, tuck your back toes, shift your hips back, slide that right leg forward with the toes pointing up. Walk your hands back a few inches and then fold over that thigh. Going down as low as it's comfortable for you. Remember to breathe. Breathe through any minor discomfort. Relax into those areas. Begin to inhale, rise. Slide the right foot in. Begin to pick up the left knee. Step the foot in a bit at a diagonal and just fold over that right thigh. Remember, you can stay above the knee, you can use blocks, or you can surrender completely if your hamstrings allow. Make sure both feet remain in contact with your mat. You're going to keep the right hand on the outside of the right foot. Left hand comes to the waist. Rotate the shoulder and chest. Extend that left arm up. Reach the arm over the head. Rotate the torso around. Plant the left hand down. Right hand comes to the waist. Twist in the opposite direction. Reach it over your head as you come back around. Surrender. Lift the chest away from the thigh. Swivel that left heel around. Step back to down dog. Now lift both heels. Again, shift your weight forward to upward plank. We're going to come down one time in chaturanga and press right back up. Then bring your right palm to the center of the mat. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top. Come into Vasisthasana. Your bottom knee can be down if needed. Keep lifting that left hip high. Maybe rotate your left wrist. And then sweep the left arm down and around. Realign the hips, realign the chest and shoulders. Come down one time. Press back up. Now bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Your left knee can come down with your right leg out. Or stack the right over the left. Keep lifting the hip up as you reach over the head. Rotate the wrist. Sweep it back around. Realign everything. Come to the knees at any time. Lower down. In-breath cobra or up dog. Exhale, knees apart, big toes together. Widespread child's pose. Take a few slow, deep breaths here. Begin to lift the chest away from the thighs. Lift the hips away from the heels. Realign. Now we're going to tuck the left toes under. Rock back and forth on the ball of the foot. Float that left foot off the ground. Extend the right arm forward. Start to bend the left knee. Reach back with the right arm. Maybe once again, hold on to the top of the foot. Look over the shoulder. Release, extend. Place the hand down, place the knee down. Tucking the right toes under, rock back and forth on the ball of your foot. Float the leg off the ground. Reach your left arm forward. Keep the core strong. Bend the knee if you'd like. Reach for the top of the foot. If that's not accessible, you can stay right where you were. So you want to push the foot away from the body. Breathe. Release, extend everything back out. Bring it down. Now, bring your hips back towards your heels. Begin to circle your hips in one direction. Circle the other way. And tucking your toes, press your hips back towards your heels. Lift the knees, lift the hips, downward dog. Now bring your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Take your right hand, reach on the outside of your left calf or your ankle and look underneath your left armpit. Twisted dog. Bring your right hand down. Take your left hand, reach over across the body to the right ankle. Bring it back to center. Heel and toe your feet towards center. Come up on the tippy toes, drop to your knees. Keep your toes tucked as you bring the hands above your knees on your thighs. Relax your shoulders, feeling the bottoms of your feet getting a nice stretch here. We're going to take camel pose, Ustrasana. So begin to lift the glutes away from your heels, untuck your toes, flatten the tops of your feet. Begin by rolling the shoulders back, placing the palms on the lower back, and just arching back, lifting your gaze up, opening the chest and heart center. Some options here are to tuck the toes again and bring one hand down and one arm up. And then switching sides. Or bringing both arms down. Or taking it all the way, flattening the tops of your feet. But be careful of your neck. If this is not comfortable, please do not let the head drop back. The neck is long. To come out of this full camel position, place the hands right at the small of the back as you lift up slowly. Sit back on your heels and let your hands rest alongside your feet. Start to lift back up in a kneeling position. Bring your hands forward, retuck your toes, lift your hips high. down dog. Left leg is going to go up, right heel stays down. Let's bring that left knee on the outside of the, or right behind the left wrist. Your right leg is going to extend out behind you, and you're going to just lift your chest, relax your shoulders, settle into both hips without sitting over on one side. Now begin to come forward. Take your right elbow, bend the arm, take your left arm around your back. See if you can find your left big toe and gently turn to look over your left shoulder. Release the hand from behind you. We're going to sit over on the left glute, and we're going to bring the right leg forward, cross it over the left thigh. Take your left hand, hold onto the shin, take your right arm and reach behind you, lift through the crown of the head, and twist. Looking over your right shoulder. Back to center on an exhale. Take both hands, reach for the bottom of your right foot, and if you can, extend that leg straight, flexing the foot, sitting up nice and tall. And then bending the knee, placing your right foot on the mat. Lift yourself up, and you're going to extend the left leg out behind you, moving your forehead toward your right shin for standing split. Bending into the right knee, lifting the head away from the shin, stepping back, and landing on the ball of the left foot. Start to pick up the hips, step back to down dog. Okay, we're going to repeat that on the other side. Right leg goes up. Right knee comes all the way forward with control, directly behind the wrist. Left leg goes back. Settle into the hips as you lift up. Relax the shoulders. Bring your left forearm down, right arm around the back. Reach for the big toe. Rotate the wrist. Bring it back around. We're going to sit over onto the right glute. Swing that left leg forward. Bend the knee, hug it in. Cross it over the thigh. The left arm is going to reach back, and you're going to look over your left shoulder. So sit up nice and tall. Come back to center on an exhale. Take the left foot, hold on to it, and extend it out. Maybe straighten the leg. Begin to bend the left knee. We're going to put the weight into the left foot and come into that standing split once again. So lift yourself up, extend your right leg back. Forehead toward the thigh. And then with a slight bend in the left knee, gently lower, land on the ball of the right foot. Lift the hips, step back to down dog. Lift your heels, come forward once again to upward plank. Bring your knees down, cross your feet at your ankles, and go ahead and have a seat. Legs out straight. Reach up on an in-breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come on down. Draw the heels in. Come into boat pose. Continue to lower. Reach the arms over the head. Take a long stretch here. Exhale, let your arms relax. Draw the right knee into the chest. Draw the left knee into the chest. Begin to circle the knees around. Circle the other way. And then slowly roll to your side. Come back up into a comfortable seat. Crossing your feet at your ankles in the opposite direction. Just notice how you're feeling here. And let us extend our arms out, gathering in all the light and energy we've just created. Bring it to your heart. In gratitude to yourself